Hey guys, welcome back to Crafts Go Bloom. My name is Krista, and today we are going to be taking a look around my yarn room for a little bit. I've got my yarn wall all cleaned up. That was a goal of mine since the last video, and then that's about as far as I've made it. I've got a closet over here that could use some cleaning, and we've got this mess down here that just stays out of sight. This is, let me figure out how to point. This is my laundry basket that is super full of works in progress. Right now the only organization is that they're all shoved in there. Hoping to do something a little better with that. And then if we go this direction, I've got another shelf over here that's just kind of full of stuff, and my desk is a mess as well. I'm watching Gilmore Girls, but it's got one of those ads popping up on Netflix here. There we go. Now we get the awesome Gilmore Girls background, and it's September now, so it feels like the perfect show to be watching. I also have some supplies for a little project that I'm going to be doing on my yarn shelf here that I'll show you guys. So I've got some strip lights I'm going to test out. I've never used these before in here or like in this capacity. So I'm going to test out putting these strip lights. I want to put them around the closet door because it's sort of dark in that area of the room, and I don't have like any like shelving to put a light on or anything. And it's definitely, we're going into winter. It's going to be too dark for me to use like black yarn in here in the evenings and things like that. So I'm trying to brighten it up. I also got one that is, so that one's 25 foot, which is a little longer than I need, but that'll be okay. And then I got this 50-foot one, and I'm going to try putting it like around the outside of the yarn wall shelving and see if I can kind of like use that as some cute background lights when I'm filming videos, but then also just turn them on bright white and like brighten up the entire room when I need to. And then another project I'm doing on this wall, I have some zip ties and some cookie sheets that I bought from, or like cooling racks that I bought from Walmart, and I'm going to try zip tying those to the ends of that shelf right there because as you can tell, it's open and I just have like skeins of yarn stacked up there, and they're just always, we're always trying to keep them from just falling on the floor. So I'm thinking I can create sort of a wall there and we can take care of that problem. Another fun update, I got a tote bag from Vistaprint with our logo on it. So now when I am, let's move my chair out of the way here. So now when I'm just like running around and I want to crochet on the go, I don't just have a random bag. I have a nice branded bag so we can chat with other crocheters if I run into them while I'm out and about with my stuff. Okay, so bear with the slightly bad lighting. The sun is starting to go down right now. But a little tour of the yarn wall. Up top here, I have a whole bunch of different chenille yarns that I had never tried before. And those are from Michaels, and they're from Hobby Lobby and Hobie. I bought a whole bunch of different yarns I'd never tried from companies I'd never tried before. And to be honest, I don't like any of them. I think they're soft and cuddly, and that's very nice. I'm not even sure which one this is. I just grabbed one as an example. But I don't like how they shed. I don't like how they fall apart. It's hard to do a magic ring. It's hard for me to weave in my ends at the end of a project because it sheds so much. I just am a much bigger fan of blanket yarn. Then right below that, there is a creak in my floor right here, right where I need to stand. You know, why not? Let's have a creaky floor in the video too. Sure, you'd love to hear that. The next shelf down, I have all of my Joanne Big Twist plush. And this is a new color I got. I haven't tried yet, but I've got my Big Twist plush here. And let's see. This is electric blue. This is one of the new colors. I've also gotten the neon variegated skein, and I love that. I just used it all up. And I did buy another one, but it's not here yet. So that is all Big Twist plush. And then if we move over to the other side of the wall here, up here I have wound up yarn that is from the old Bernat Ogo skeins. So there were like 3 colors on the one like C-shaped thing. I'll show you, I have some at the bottom. And I separated out all of the colors and then wound those so that when I open something up, I can just like go grab the blue that I need. I'm not getting a blue and a white and tan all at the same time. And then next shelf down, I have all of my browns, tans, grays, blacks, white, like basically just neutral colors. And these are all Bernat. I have some solid colors and some like pattern speckled colors, tie-dye-ish. This is one of the pebble dot colors, so that genre of things. Next is my current new favorite shelf. Okay, so if you've been around very long, you know that I have been really loving using Posh yarn. So this is all Big Twist Posh over here. I really love this pink color too. What is this? Strawberry Glow. This is one of my favorites. Now, mostly I use these for either making keychains. I just use like regular, kind of like handheld size patterns, make them in the Posh, and they turn out great keychain sized. They turn out in great keychain sizes. But the biggest seller for me this year has been sea turtles, and I use the sea turtle pattern by the Friendly Red Fox, and it's her 1 hour no-sew sea turtle pattern, and you can find it for free on her blog, or you can download the PDF. So go check that out if you want to see that pattern from her. I'll put her name on the screen. But I highly recommend it. It's been a good seller for me at all of my markets lately. So those are all the Posh colors. And then a friend of mine on Instagram, if you're not following me, go over there and follow me over there if you're on Instagram. But a follower turned friend let me know about Kayla's Crafts, and she has Naughty Ball yarn. And that is what all of this is. This whole shelf is Naughty Ball. And she does different yarn drops throughout the year where you can get this. It's usually only available for a limited time, and it does usually sell out. So depending on when you're watching this, I have no idea when her next drop is going to be, but I'll stick her handle on the screen here, and she puts out updates on Instagram and TikTok. Now, this is insanely similar to Posh. So there's a slight color variation here, but these are like the exact same width. I can use them interchangeably, and I can do a project with some Naughty Ball and some Big Twist Posh at the same time. Okay, so those are some of my favorite yarns. Now for some of my most used yarns. I use Bernat the most. So I've got my purples, pinks, reds, orange, yellow, green, blue here, and Bernat, find where you can see this again. I have regular Bernat, baby blanket, Bernat, frosting, tie-dye-ish. Like, I use all the different variations of Bernat, but this is definitely my favorite. Blanket yarn is my favorite in general, and Bernat is my favorite brand. My camera died, so I had to change out the battery, but I get all of my Bernat from Joann. I'm in the US. I am also using a new camera, so if you notice any like filming differences, that's why I'm still getting used to it and figuring out all the settings and stuff. So you guys are coming along for that adventure. And then the last yarn that I have down on the very bottom I have them in totes for right now, are all of this Ogo yarn. I found these on clearance at Joann, and I found them at Ollie's, which is like a discount store near me. And I bought all of the things that are like difficult colors to find. So this brown can be pretty hard to find in Bernat. It's easy to find, easy-ish to find this dark color, but this is an Ogo that I have taken off and wound with my yarn winder. And this tan isn't too terrible, but I was really after this brown so I bought a bunch of these. And then I have a bunch that are all different colors. I have purples and pinks and reds, things that you can't really find in the regular Bernat colors very often where I'm at. So I got everything that I would not be able to find very easily otherwise. And for right now, I still have them all in their package in these totes, but my plan is to wind them all and then stack them all up like this inside the tote so that I can see what colors I actually have and get to everything. And then this is the really grumpy Leggy Frog mascot hanging out in here. He got some eyebrows per the request of my kids, and something happened where like the mouth got pulled, so I can't sell this one. Oh, he looks very sinister when you pull that down like that. But yeah, I can't sell this one. It was just one that we messed up on, and so it's been just hanging out here and being grumpy. And this pattern is by Not Jaded Co. So let's test out the zip ties and the cookie sheets. So I've got them zip tied to the top, and then I'm just gonna bring this down and I'm gonna zip tie this to the bottom. I don't want that to hang out and have yarn fall out of it. Okay, I'm really happy with that. It's not going anywhere. I just need to snip off the ends of the zip ties, which is super easy to do. And I like this solution because it's a silver metal option that is going to match my shelves, and I didn't want a solid wall that I couldn't see through. I think for this one I'm going to be able to zip tie both. I kind of wish I would have done that up here. Both cooling racks onto the shelf at the same time with one zip tie, so that I don't have multiple zip ties kind of competing with each other for where they're going to sit on the shelf. You can see it's holding everything in. It just kind of blends in with the shelf. It's not standing out, which I really love. And posh is a huge problem when I'm stacking it, because it's so small, and after a while the skeins start to look like this and they're just kind of going all over the place. So that'll keep all my yarn nice and tidy and staying in there. And then here are the Ogo totes that I talked about earlier. Up next, it is time to pick up all of this garbage that I just created and tidy up this table and move these works in progress. Okay, so all of my actual garbage is picked up. I still have my strip lights. Is that what they're called? Yes. The LED lights. I'm going to keep the zip ties around because I'm wondering if they're going to help me attach the lights to those shelves. And then I've got my basket of, so I have my laundry basket of whips, but that's like stuff I just don't feel like finishing right now. And then this basket is technically more works in progress, but this is like stuff I'm prepping for a market that I have in 2 weeks. So I've got my yarns that I know I have enough of. I've got my safety eye tool, and my safety eyes are in here. So this we're just going to leave around. And then my yarn winder I can actually put in its home. Done doing that for now. And then up next is going to be just closing up the closet and trying to get the lights around that. We have the closet closed up, and I did the extremely responsible thing, and I took my laundry basket full of whips and I just shoved it over there on that side of the room, out of my way. Another thing I have going on in here is this big like rope basket for holding like blankets or pillows or things like that. But I put a big, well, I buy my stuffing in the big 20-pound box, and it comes with those two big 10-pound bags. And I put the big 10-pound bag in here, and it completely fills this, and it like sticks up over the top. But I'm just down at the end of it, and I need to open up a new 10-pound bag soon. So it's just sort of sad looking over here, but it is getting towards the end of my market season. So it's a good thing because I have been using a lot of stuffing. And if I'm using a lot of stuffing, that means I'm selling a lot of plushies. So let's get to work and open up these lights and see what this is going to be like. Okay, I've got the lights out and plugged in to test them out, and I think that they're gonna help. Definitely add some brightness to this side of the room. Oh yeah, this is definitely going in the background of a lot of videos. This is really fun for me. I know these are like not a new invention. I just didn't have any reason to have any around, so that's gonna be fun. Okay guys, I sat down and watched some more Gilmore Girls and ate some dinner, and now it is 7:15 at night and I'm ready to call it a day. So I am going to leave these lights like this for tonight. I think that they're going to be a good addition, and I think that they are adding a fairly good amount of light, especially once I get the other set over on the shelves behind me. So that's where I'm going to call this video. I will definitely get back to work on these and update you guys on how that's going. And I will also be bringing you along for some more market prep. And I've got a few more walls in here that need to be reorganized so they look as nice as the yarn wall. So if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.